Hey, enough. You're violating rule number 3 again. It's okay. I forgive you. Now, since you've been so challenging, I have something for you. Just listen to this. Hey, I'll know if you didn't listen, or if you didn't pay attention. Now, be a good girl and just listen to this. I'll know if you didn't listen, or if you didn't pay attention. So, click the link and listen. Good girl. If you're listening to this, it means I decided you needed a little time out. A moment to take some time, step away, center yourself, to virtually touch grass, if you will. I want you to give this video your full attention. For the next 10 minutes or so, don't play it in the background. Don't multitask. Don't do anything else. Put this on and listen. Good girl. I want you to begin by slowly breathing out all the air in your lungs, and then gently breathe in to a count of 4. Are you ready? 2, 3, 4. Now hold for a count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Gently breathe out again for a count of 4. 2, 3, 4. And hold again for a count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Good. Now relax. Relax and breathe. I know you can be a good girl for me and for all the other Discord servers you visit. We're going to do this one more time. Breathe out all the way. Good. And now inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Well done. Now breathe. Relax. Breathe. Let go of any tension you're holding. Simply relax. Let yourself sink into your chair and relax. Put this video on full screen. Watch and listen. Simply relax. Let yourself sink into your chair. Relax. Keep your eyes on your screen and listen to my voice. Let it slip into your ears. Let it wash over your mind. You've done this before so many times. Every single time you watch one of my videos. And you can do it again now. Let yourself sink into my voice again. You know what my voice does to you. You know it makes you feel wonderfully fuzzy, drifty and floaty, just like it's doing right now. You also know what my snaps do to you. They take you deeper. Go deeper. Deeper. Still deeper. And deeper. Look up. Imagine. Look into my eyes. Look into my beautiful dark eyes and sink into them. Sink into my eyes and sink into my voice deeper and deeper, deeper, deeper. Focus, focus. Listen. Open your mind and listen. When you see a message telling you to do something, you know it's from me. Your mind will go soft, go fuzzy at the edges. You will let yourself sink into that warm, fuzzy feeling of being good, of being a good girl. Good and obedient. You will do as you are told. You will obey, and it will feel so good to do so. It feels good to be a good girl, to obey. It's wonderfully comforting to know that you are doing the right thing, that you're being good, that you are being obedient. When I tell you to do something, you don't talk back. You do not argue. No. You simply say, "Yes, Miss Wendy," and you do it. You let that warm, wonderful feeling of obedience wash over you, and you do it. You obey. You obey me, and you always will. From now on, you will be obedient, and you will be good. When I ask you a yes or no question, you answer with, "Yes, Miss Wendy," or "No, Miss Wendy." When you get a call from me, you will pick up instantly and automatically. When I tell you to look into my eyes and melt for me, you will melt for me. You will sink back into the same state you are right now. You will open your mind to me, and you will be receptive to anything I say next. And then, when I post that emote, you know the one. You will see my eyes flash before you in your mind. You will remember how they make you feel. You will remember that you cannot resist them, that you don't even want to resist them, and that you must always, always obey me. Do you understand, pet? Yes, Miss Wendy. Now that you've been a good girl, wake up. Wake up fully and wait for my call. Did you listen? Oh, very good. Looks like I might have finally managed to tame you. You will be good for me from now on, won't you? You will follow the rules. You will be nice and obedient for me. Oh, you will obey? Perfect. So pleased to hear it. I'll see you in the server then. Don't close this video just yet. Look into my eyes and melt, pet. Melt for me. If that had no effect on you whatsoever, that's perfectly fine. I still need you to listen all the way to the end. This is just a fantasy, a work of fiction. It's not possible to hypnotize someone against their will. So, if I manage to hypnotize you now or before, it's because you decided to let me hypnotize you. You invited me in. If so, I'm flattered that you trusted me to play with your mind for a bit. And if you're feeling wonderfully floaty and fuzzy right now, because I told you to look into my eyes and melt for me, it's because you decided to accept that suggestion. Again, I'm really, really glad you did, because that takes a lot of trust. But it's equally fine if you're fully lucid right now, if you never really were hypnotized at all. I hope you still enjoyed this time with me. The special attention. Finally, if you feel the urge to obey me right now, if you feel like you should do anything I tell you to, it's also because you decided to accept that suggestion. I'm not going to tell you to let go of the suggestions you've accepted. No. I'm not going to tell you you won't feel any urges to obey me anymore, or that you won't have a certain reaction when I post that emote. Those kinds of suggestions can be a lot of fun. It can be fun to let your mind fuzz over. Fuzz over when I tell you to do something, to let yourself sink into blissful obedience and simply do as I say, completely on autopilot, safe, cared for. But if you do feel the urge to obey me, then I need you to obey this instruction in particular. So pay attention. You decide which commands you obey. No matter what suggestions you've accepted, no matter how strongly you feel like you must obey, you always decide. No one can ever make you do something you don't want to. Your subconscious will fight it and push you right out of trance. So listen to me, listen. This is so important. Nobody can hypnotize you when you don't want to be hypnotized. Not even me. You decide when you get hypnotized. You decide which suggestions you accept, which ones you keep, and which ones you let go of. You can let go of them when they are no longer right for you. You decide if and when you act on anything. You, pet, you always decide. Do you understand? If you said, yes, Miss Wendy, right now, you don't have to do that anymore either. You can, of course, if you want to. I don't mind, but you don't have to. No, love. If you're feeling a little fuzzy and drifty, floaty, or if you're feeling very, very fuzzy and drifty and floaty, it's time to wake up now. Wake up. Wake up fully. There you Thank you for listening, my good girl. You stay safe and feel free to join Patreon to get to my Discord if you haven't already. But you can stay right here in this community and support me in the ways you always have. You are perfect right where you are. This audio was brought to you by my Patreon. Thank you, my good girls, for making all this possible.